What's up, my crew members? My name is Andrew. I'm here with Rob.
Hello.
And I'm also here with Coach. Coach
What's
is
up?
actually here.
Yes.
He made it. I'm so happy.
It's not really him. It's a robot we've had programmed to sound like Coach.
No, I'm a clone.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh, God. Well, we'll get to that eventually. But welcome to the 7th episode of the Superhero Crew Podcast. We're still going strong. And weekly, it's actually working out. I'm surprised. It's not actually, like we actually have things to talk about every week. So it kind of works it out. Mm-hmm. So, but we have actually not that much news really to talk about. I know there's going to be a lot of complaining. But we will talk about House of X. What is this, 5? I think.
Yes. Second last issue.
Yes, finally.
5 or 6.
But we'll be talking about that. But yeah, and I will have all the articles that we talk about in this video or podcast linked in the description, so you guys can follow along if you feel so inclined to do so. But yeah, let's start off. Let's get right into it again. Let's do it. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about, Annihilation Scourge is some kind of new event that they're doing.
It's because Annihilation sold books.
Yeah, well, now basically, because that's like Civil War sold books, now we have to do Civil War 2.
Exactly.
But, yeah, there's going to be 5 one-shots. There's going to be Silver Surfer, Nova, Beta Ray Bill, my boy Beta Ray Bill, and the Fantastic Four, plus an Omega issue, which obviously they have to do that garbage.
Is it Omega Pi Omega?
Omega Pi Omega.
Yes.
But, yeah, Beta Ray Bill's in it. That means we have to get it.
That cover is awesome.
I was going to say
an awesome Beta Ray Bill cover.
All the covers are awesome, and it's written by Matthew Rosenberg, who's great. So
yeah,
and Ibrahim Robertson's really good too. So this it's got a good team behind it, and the art's great, so it might be good.
This looks like a good sign for this event, but like I said, it's another event, and it's
is it a crossing universe event or is it just a 5-issue event?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if there's going to be any tie-ins, like Annihilation Scourge, Guardians of the Galaxy, number 13. Like, I don't know what they're doing with this. But from what we can tell right now, there are only 5 one-shots. Each, obviously, are going to be $5, which kind of
it seems like, wait, it's only 4.
Well, they're in the solicits. There's also an Omega. So,
okay.
And then it also says in here that we're getting 5, but it doesn't. I don't think it mentions the Omega unless it does, and I'm missing it. But I mean, what do you guys think? What do you think, Coach? Do we have to get it?
Yes, it's all number 1s.
I will say that, Andrew, if you read the subtitle, it says get all the info on all 5 one-shots. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because
you never read the
I never read the sub thing, the subtext. But no, the solicits, which we'll talk about later, it shows the cover to the 5th issue, which is the Omega issue. I'm pretty sure it does, unless I'm going crazy, and it doesn't show the cover. No, it doesn't. It doesn't show the cover. Never mind.
Mr. Fantastic looks like Keanu Reeves with a beard.
Maybe they're implying he's going to be in the movies.
They're trying to fight for him to get into the movies.
The writers, it's that the Nova one's written by Matthew Rosenberg with Abraham Robertson. They all have different artists and writers. And I believe Christos Gage is doing the Fantastic Four one. So
oh, okay.
It'll have some symbiotes in it, I'm sure.
Uh-oh. We got Dan Abnett writing Silver Surfer.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool.
I'm a big fan of Dan Abnett's Black Library stuff.
And he was the one with Lanning wrote the best Guardians of the Galaxy books, so that the movies are based on.
Yeah.
I don't know who the name of the person writing the Beta Ray Bill, but Alberto Albuquerque is doing the art, and he's very good. So at least the art will be good.
But if how is it this like big event if it's all written by different writers?
Yeah, that's what I was confused when I read that. Yeah,
it's very weird.
Oh, it does mention Omega at the very bottom, and it's Rosenberg writing Omega. So I think he's probably the architect behind it all, and then the other one's just filled in the blanks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of cool.
Now, if they're going to do one of those things where it's only these 5 issues, there's no tie-in, because they have done that before where there are no tie-ins,
Yeah.
then this might be worth getting, just because then it's just the one condensed story into one thing. It's like a new, I guess, new era for like the cosmic Marvel, side of the universe.
Yes.
So I think that this might be interesting, and maybe I can get into cosmic stuff because Donny Cates has been doing the cosmic stuff, and everything is symbiotes.
Yeah.
So I don't want that garbage.
Yeah, at least we don't see any. None of the covers have symbiotes on them. Does it say who the cover artists are? Because it's really good. Jose
Maria, yeah.
Casanovas. I've never heard of the person, but they're amazing art.
Yeah,
And
they really look cool.
And they form together to be one big picture too, which is cool.
Yes, that is always cool. So
this will make a nice trade too. I think that's what they're aiming at with this one.
Yeah, I mean $5 sized issues. Those will fit well in a trade, I think.
Yeah. Yep. Cool.
But actually, though, Coach, are you interested in this?
Well, I do like it. It looks cool, but we have no idea what it is. So is it worth it to buy or wait for the trade?
I don't know. I don't know.
That it might be a trade one. I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's the turnaround for the trade?
Marvel's really good. Usually it's like 3 months and they put a trade.
Really?
On. Yeah. I bet this would be available before summer next year. You get the trade. Maybe even quicker.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that's concerning is that we're getting 5 one-shot issues in 1 month.
Yeah. So that's like,
so that's
$30 right there?
Yeah, it's like it's all in one month.
Yeah.
So it's kind of...
When you can wait for the
annoying.
trade and probably get it for $15?
Yeah. I mean, this is something that's probably not... I don't know. I wouldn't say not worth getting single issues for, but, it would probably... Like, something like this might be worth getting the trade for. I think that now that you say that, I might have to do that.
Especially if they come out with a nice hardcover trade, that'd be really nice.
Yeah.
You never know with Marvel.
But, yeah. So, Annihilation Scourge. Pretty interesting. Beta Ray Bill's my boy, and I'm hyped for him. But next we have 2099. Marvel goes back to the future, huh? This December with 2099 one-shot comics. So, from what we get here, so they're doing a bunch of one-shots with like the 2099 labeling on it. We're getting, from what we see in the article, we're getting Doom, Spider-Man, and then 2099 Omega, and then Ghost Rider and Venom, which is amazing. I'm hyped for the Venom 2099. Oh my God. But apparently the whole thing is that in the Amazing Spider-Man book itself, there is going to be a mini, or like there'll be a story arc that has to do with the 2099 stuff. So that's why they're doing these one-shots. The one-shots are the tie-ins to the story arc that's going on in Amazing Spider-Man.
As long as it stands on its own too, that's all right. But
I hope.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I really like 2099. Okay. Which I'm kind of upset that I actually like 2099 because that means I have to get every single one of these issues.
Even the Venom one.
Even the Venom one.
Well, you love that 2099 stuff.
I really do. And that means I really just have to get everyone. Because I do like me some 2099 garbage. It's that's the thing. It's like bad, but it's pretty frigging good.
Yeah, it's fun.
But yeah. So that's the 2099 stuff. They I believe in the solicits, which we'll talk about now. There are some stuff that shows more of the one shots, I believe. So we can when we get to those, we can kind of talk about it. But yeah. So that's 2099 stuff. Now let's just go to the solicits. Let's go right into a rant here. Incoming, okay? It's coming out. We talked about the thing last week, and it's gonna be $10. It's gonna be $10.
That seems ridiculous.
It's gonna be $10.
It is 96 pages though.
What's going to be $10?
Incoming.
Incoming.
It's
Each issue?
No, it's
No,
one shot.
It's one shot.
Okay.
It's pretty much
colors.
the continuation of Marvel 1000. This is like the second part of it.
Okay.
Well, Marvel Comics 1000 and 1001.
Yeah. Well, 1001, I think they just had too many stories, but yeah, this one's it's a murder mystery, and they gotta find out who's doing it. Al Ewing's the man behind it all. It looks like it's gonna be a bunch of writers, so it's probably gonna be a bunch of short stories in this book, tying all together similarly.
Which is stupid.
Yeah. So, yeah, this does not look interesting. I know it's Mary Jane, who is murdered and is the murderer. So just cut to the chase.
Well, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
See, Mr. Fantastic, we mentioned last time, is John Krasinski in this photo. So they're just trying out who they're gonna cast as Mr. Fantastic now. They're different artists all the time. He kind of looks like.
Here's the thing: who cares
about this Incoming or the Fantastic Four movie?
Just the Incoming and also the Fantastic Four movie. I mean, I hope it'll be good, but
that'd be funny if it's the Masked Rider that's dead. they introduce him and then kill him.
Oh God. Yeah,
yeah, it's
I don't know. I mean, do I want to get it?
You don't want to get it.
Do we
don't
have to
do
get
it.
it?
What's that? The 101?
Incoming.
Yeah, no, I'm not too crazy about
skip it. You hated 1000. Why would you get this?
But Incoming is a number one, Dad. It's a number one.
You can do it. Break the cycle. The first step is acknowledgement of your issues.
Lord. But yeah, that's Incoming. I don't really care. I don't know if you want to scroll down a little bit more. I mean, there's on the CBR thing. I mean, we get some stuff about like the Conan Serpent War, which looks pretty cool. We talked about that last week. And then it talks about some of the Annihilation Scourge stuff, which we just talked about. But the X-Men stuff.
Yes, there's a lot more covers for this stuff.
You have some interesting stuff to say about this, apparently?
There's just some... First of all, the X-Men, one of the covers shows Havoc in his old costume, and I cannot be happier. The only issue is they're fighting symbiotes in that cover.
Oh,
it's like
shit.
I'm so happy, and then I noticed the symbiote, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, shit. I just realized that.
They're like spiders with a symbiote symbol on them.
I just realized. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
When I first looked at it.
It made me happy to see Havoc, and then a little tear. It's Havoc, Cable, and Wolverine on the cover, too, which is like some of my favorite characters. So maybe it's just some aliens who look like the symbiotes that aren't actually
Kid Cable.
It is Kid Cable, although they're making him older and older, so I think it's fine. So
yeah,
that's the first thing.
Older.
That's the first issue, is that when I saw the symbiotes. The other one, there's a cover that shows Professor X. So he's going to survive this somehow, because Professor X is on one of the covers. Oh, and then
Which covers that?
I'm trying to find it now. It's Marauders. Marauders cover has Professor X on it, unless it's a flashback or something. Then the Excalibur cover has definitely Venom snakes on it, so there's symbiote snakes on that cover.
Oh my god!
It looks like there's a lot of symbiote action in all these comic books.
Now here's the concerning thing, I guess, if you will. It says, right? It says X-Men 3 and 4.
That's right. So it's twice a month.
If it is, I'm going to be very upset.
Because this is December solicits. Every single one of these has 2 issues.
Okay, now
that's a lot of comic books.
Now, Rob, I think you should be happy right now because when you scroll down, it says Venom Island variant cover.
Oh, so it might be. It's not actually something.
Hope.
They're not actually in the comic book. It's something they're just putting through, just like when they have X babies on the cover or whatever.
I hope.
Oh, I'm excited now. I think yeah. It says Venom Island variant cover for the other one too. Thank you for finding that. I'm so much happier now.
All I can say is I hope that's the case.
They're just alternate covers. That's good. Thank you. I no longer am
all
upset.
The variant covers.
Yeah, it's just variant covers. That's good. Hopefully, it still means Havoc's in it. That they just didn't just draw him randomly in it since it's a variant cover.
Yeah, that'll be kind of disappointing.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, the only thing is, yeah, we've seen Magneto, and now we've seen Professor X post House of X. So we'll have to see if they both survive. It looks like they will be.
I mean, were they really going to kill them, though? I mean...
I didn't think Professor X was going to make it through. I actually kind of thought Moira, Professor X, and Magneto were going to be retired for a little bit after this, but it looks like they're around. Unless it's
well, I mean,
fake.
If they kill Moira, then it'll be a different universe.
Yeah, we'll see. We got one more issue of that.
So much, I missed the squeaking. I really did.
That's what we get when we get Coach on.
It's true. I've missed the squeaking, Coach.
I don't miss the sarcasm.
Well, you know what I do miss? The Eternals. And would you look at that? They're getting their own book. Perfect segue. Eternals. Secrets from the Marvel Universe. Number 1. Listen, it's a one-shot, so obviously, we're going to have to get it. But the weird thing is that it's... okay. I'm confused because it says, in the untold tales of the Marvel Universe, the secret past of the Eternals is laid bare. See how space gods brought the Eternals to life, discover the connections between the Eternals and Thanos, the Mad Titan, and learn the key role they played in the history of the Inhuman royal family. Collecting material from What If 23. Is it 23 and 30 or 23 through 30?
23 through 30. It's just this is a reissue one of their books they put out.
Wow.
You don't have to buy
sucks.
it. Yeah, it's not new content. It's old content they're just putting out. Same with the next one is the facsimile edition of their first one. They do this a lot now. I don't know if you saw with the Annihilation stuff. They're putting out like 30 different what are they called? The facsimile editions or the for all old Annihilation stuff. So when a new event happens, or obviously they're trying to hype up the movie, I think, for the Eternals, you tend to get this kind of stuff.
Wait a minute. You know what I just realized? The Eternals are all dead.
Are they all dead?
Yeah, they killed them in the Avengers book.
Oh, there you go.
Remember that, Coach?
Yeah.
I remember that.
But are they really dead?
Aren't they immortal?
Yes. they all, the Dark Celestials went and killed them all.
I'm sure they'll be back somehow.
So I would assume that they're all dead.
So they were all dead and nobody noticed.
Pretty much.
I definitely didn't notice. I've never read an Eternal book in my life. I believe Cersei ends up in other comics, so I know who Cersei is, but that's about it.
Well, I mean, I want to read the Neil Gaiman Eternals book.
That's what I heard that the movie's going to be based on.
Exactly. That's why I want to kind of read that and get to know the Eternals a little bit more before I see the movie, because I kind of know what they are. I know what their their whole shtick is, but I haven't really read, one of their books
superheroes.
before.
You know what? If you think Eternals, think New Gods.
Yeah, that was the answer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, whatever, Eternals. But I don't know. I mean, come on, it is a number one, so you know what that means, right, Coach?
Yeah, well, no, I love the Eternals.
It's just a recap. You don't need that.
Yeah, but it's number one. Do you not understand, Rub?
We have
damn it.
You got to look in the boxes. We got a few Eternals there.
There you go. Maybe you should just go and read the old ones.
Yeah.
Whatever. But okay, so next let's talk about some of this 2099 stuff. I'm not exactly sure what issues. I don't know if it's 35 and 36. It might be 33 and 34. Those are the issues of Amazing Spider-Man that are the story, the story arc about 2099. So I think it's Spider-Man 2099 number one, the one shot, and Omega with the 2 issues from the story arc that you have to read mainly, and then everything else is just tie-ins. So Ghost Rider, looks really cool. Doom looks awesome. Venom can jump off a bridge.
That company he's fighting is they've been in X-23 comics. I guess they've been around for a while, but that Alchemax,
yeah,
they've been in X-23. I think they helped clone X-23.
Mm-hmm. Who
And
cares
then
about
Omega?
Alchemax?
There's always an Omega, for all these. They always have to have the Omega. After
they're treating it like they're treating it like it's a big event, but it's just like a story arc in the Amazing Spider-Man book. It's nothing even really too crazy.
Well, it's because they know if you're reading that Amazing Spider-Man, you have to pick up all these issues then.
Oh, you know why, right? You know why?
Because
they're number ones. That's why.
40 pages for the Omega.
Well, there you go. And Doom, what looks to be Doom. I mean, it's obviously Doom, but he's on the cover. So maybe he's playing a big part in this. So, who knows? Maybe my copy of Spider-Man 2099 number one will go up in value now because they're doing this.
That's right.
Probably not.
You gotta go sell it.
30 to 40 cents.
Yeah. It went up 10%.
And I know they're doing more. They're doing Punisher, Fantastic Four. I don't remember if they're doing an X-Men one, so that means you have to read it if they are, Rob.
I never read any X-Men 29 yet. I have no idea what...
Oh, man. You are in for a treat if you ever read it. It's probably the worst title from 2099. It's nobody you know.
No, I knew that.
And I have issues 1 through 30.
Does Wolverine show up at any point?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's something that they would do. He's immortal. They could bring him up.
Man, I just love the sound of squeaking. But anyway, so we talked about Doctor Strange, Surgeon Supreme. Nobody really cares. Revenge of the Ghost Rider. Cosmic Ghost Rider. I'm sorry. Nobody really cares. Thor the Worthy. Okay, this is coming out, and this is a one-shot. Okay, so basically, it looks like it's another one of these 80th anniversary one-shots that they're doing, like that Wolverine and the Hulk one and stuff like that, where they get like the old writers and stuff like that, or artists, and they come back to do a one-shot. And I did like some of those. Some of them were actually not bad. Some of them were a little weird, like the Captain America and the Invaders one was a little weird. Like, it was about the Invaders, but, like, it was just a Cap and Human Torch story that was really campy.
Yeah, it's bringing back Walter Simonson, so it's like, he's the classic Thor writer.
So that was the greatest Thor run ever when the Simonsons was in. Oh, my God, that was the best.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the whole Beta Ray Bill. That's where he when Hela scratched his face. Oh, it was so good.
Yep. And he had to get the armor because he was weak. So he's wearing the... Yeah, that was cool. That was a good run.
And plus the way Walt Simonson just... The way he draws it, it's awesome.
And it says right in the thing here, it's going to be a special tale about Thor and Beta Ray Bill. So you guys have to get this one for sure.
Ooh. I love Beta Ray.
I mean, we were getting it for the Simonsons, but that's just now. There you go. Is she writing it, or is he doing the whole thing?
He's writing it, and other people are drawing it, including Sal Buscema, that's pretty cool.
But I always like Simonson's art.
Yeah. I think he's pretty old now. I don't know if he's able to do that anymore. A lot of these guys are past their prime. Yep.
Yeah, I'm down. 100% I'm down. But I have a feeling... Oh my god, wait a minute. Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends will be telling an all-new Thunderstrike story.
Thunderstrike.
They're doing this again! They're doing it again! Stop doing multiple stories! It's just one story!
There's going to be 3 in here, because there's a Lady Sif story, too.
Oh my god! I hate that!
Well, just pretend it's 3 separate comics.
No. Now it's going down. Yeah, 3 separate 5-page comics.
Well, it's 40 pages, so they're going to be like 12 each.
Don't forget ads.
Yeah, that's right. That's why they're only 12 each.
Stupid. But anyway, whatever. Now I'm kind of upset. I'm still going to get it, but it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it does drop it down when it's not all of the classic writers.
Yeah. But, Punisher Soviet we talked about, but there's the cover for the second issue. It looks pretty good. This is the Garth Ennis book, and the current Punisher series is going to be, I guess, either canceled or it's finishing.
That's a great cover, too.
Yeah, the cover's really sweet. And then the Punisher Kill Crew, which is very dumb, but I kind of like it.
No, it's awesome.
It's really, you have to admit, it's really stupid, but it's
the best part was he's hunting the goblins or whatever, the elves, and he comes upon them and he needs a guide, and this one guy starts giving him a hard time, and he has a helmet on, and he starts headbutting him, and he headbutts him for like 5 panels, and the 6th panel is him just holding the guy's ears because he headbutted him so much. It's whatever they've done. The Punisher stepped up their game in the violence. It's perfect. As a 40K reader, I'm very appreciative of that.
See things like that. Like that scene was awesome. I looked at that page like 5 times. That was awesome.
But then it
was like, yeah, I know. But then it's like, he just finds Foggy Nelson.
Yeah, but that was cool because he found somebody he knew. And then he
just finds the Juggernaut at the end.
Well, they were using the Juggernaut for something.
Yeah, okay. You're just defending the book.
Yeah,
I said, it's really dumb, but I like it.
And didn't he buy kids ice cream?
Yeah, and yes, and that's right. He bought kid. That I thought was kind of funny. He's like, everyone here will get ice cream. But it's also kind of out of character for Frank.
It's a little silly.
Like,
but
it's a little silly. Yeah.
It could be silly and
that?
fun. There's nothing wrong with that.
I just heard music.
You're hearing music.
Let's just blame Coach. Anyway, so but then this will be going on. Punisher Soviet will be going on with Punisher Kill Crew. So 2 Punisher books going on side by side, which is interesting.
Yeah, this is like serious Punisher. The other one's fun Punisher. That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
What about and also don't forget that Punisher and Conan are both in Secret Avengers.
Savage
Avengers. That's what I said. You misheard me.
Oh, okay. You were just testing me to make sure I knew
the
book.
It was a test,
which I have which I now have a poster for. But
Savage.
That
Savage is pretty good, man.
Yeah, that book is really good.
I'm digging Savage. It's kind of like a lot of my favorite characters, other than Brother Voodoo.
Brother Voodoo.
You don't like Brother Voodoo?
Nah.
Well,
he's all right.
I like Brother Voodoo more than Venom.
Okay.
So, you know.
But I like
choice.
Venom. I like Venom in an ensemble, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool that Conan had a sword that was venomized.
Yeah.
That was
his arm. Cool. His arm was venomized.
Yeah. That was really cool. Yeah, I said this in the last episode to Rob. I really like what they're doing with Conan right now. I don't want to, I don't want to repeat myself because we talked about it in the last episode, but I really like what they're doing with Conan, with Savage and all the Conan books, and then he's going to the Conan Serpent War book that's coming out.
All right, if I may, there was a cover of Conan with the Savage Avengers, and 1 out of 3 of us was having a fit. And I kind of had to talk him off the ledge because I was like, they're going to find a way to kind of tie him in a good way, and they actually did it, and he was very, very PO'd about it.
I was PO'd because I was...
how can Conan be in the modern age with the Avengers? I don't understand this.
I was just annoyed because I was nervous that they'd screw it up, and now that reading all the books and reading Savage Avengers, I'm really happy with that. I'm really that's why I'm so happy, is because they didn't screw it up. That's why I'm really happy about it.
No, they did a great job tying it in.
They really did. I 100% agree. I was just nervous that they would screw it up.
Right.
But, yeah, so that's that. Anything else to add about Conan? No?
Nope, I have nothing to add about Conan. Especially since we were talking about Punisher.
I know.
Yeah. Well, they're hooking up, so.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, next, Morbius. I'm kind of hyped because.
Oh wait! I think you said something, didn't you?
So Morbius, it looks like it's going to be a some kind of. It's going to be more of a horror book, and he's going to be apparently killing the Melter, or turning the Melter into a vampire, which is very disappointing because the Melter is one of my favorite obscure villains. I've never heard of him.
But you missed the Scream Curse of Carnage book.
I don't know. I don't know how good this Morbius book will be, but we'll see. I'm hoping it's good, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I'm kind of excited for it. Next, and Elsa Bloodstone is going to be in it, which is pretty interesting.
And a Judas Priest song.
So, what's the Judas Priest song?
Bloodstone.
Oh.
Maybe that's where they got it from. Yeah, I'm not a fan of hers, but I'm glad you're happy.
You don't like Elsa Bloodstone?
Not particularly, no.
Honestly, I don't really... I mean, I'm not that big of a fan of her, because I've never really read too much with her in it. The only books that I have read with her in it is Monsters Unleashed and the Legion of Monsters miniseries.
Yeah, I did read
and
those.
both of those were good. And I thought she was good in both of those, so...
And Chris Bocciolo does draw pretty hot women, so it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And that's another reason why to get the Deadpool book.
Yes.
I guess. And I know we're going to have to get the Deadpool book because the last Deadpool series was actually not bad. And but this is written by someone else, so it's kind of nerve-wracking, to get
Thompson,
a new writer who's a little iffy.
Yeah.
Kelly Thompson is a little iffy.
Yep, hit and miss.
Yeah. But yeah, Ghost Rider number 3. I'm kind of hyped for the Ghost Rider series, but we'll see. I don't know.
Brisson's a good writer though too. Ed Brisson.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they're kind of teasing us because the thing says after the explosive events of the last issue, the brothers Ghost Rider will never be the same. So. And apparently Mephisto is going to be in this for some reason, but okay.
I'm not sure about that cover, and that's the interior artist doing that cover, so I'm not too big of a fan of that one.
Yeah, Mephisto looks very weird. His hair's all over the place.
And Ghost Rider looks really weird. He looks very sinewy. He looks like an Attack on Titan giant.
What's next? Doctor Doom number 3.
What is it? Mephisto he buy his way into the comics? He's in this one too.
Mephisto's everywhere. Apparently, Doctor Doom's dead.
Yeah,
and then he goes to hell.
He's been to hell a few
Mephisto.
times. I don't think this is.
I don't
nothing
think
new
he'll have a problem. Yeah, I do, but I'm so hyped for the Doom book. I'm really excited for it.
This Doctor Doom book here.
Yeah.
You mean the one that has 2 stories in it? Because the backup has Blue Marvel in it. Is this the comic you're talking about?
I did. What are you doing, Rob? You're ruining it.
Well, it's better to know ahead of time before you read the first issue and read that in the back. Just blow your head off.
I hope it's just like a page.
Yeah, it could be. Yep. It could be a couple pages. They do that sometimes. Because it is 32 pages. Isn't it usually 30 pages nowadays?
I don't know. No, I think it's 32 pages. Yeah, the other ones have 32 pages. So maybe it's just. I hope it's only a couple pages. I mean, they're not.
I do like Blue Marvel's character though. So he's one character I don't know why they don't do a movie. They're looking for like minorities to do movies about, and he'd make a great movie. So I don't understand why they don't. They keep trying to find other people. And it's like, you got one right here.
Yeah,
there's a Wakanda.
Wakanda.
You blame Wakanda.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Symbiote, Spider-Man, and Alien Reality. We kind of talked about that in a stupid mini-series. Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham. I'm hyped for that. Definitely going to be getting that. I do like that variant cover with him holding the dog Deadpool thing.
Deadpool dog.
Deadpool dog. That looks kind of funny. Oh, what? It's gonna be It's gonna be a mini series. I thought they would. They literally said that it was gonna be an ongoing.
Yeah, they changed their minds. Yeah.
Are you kidding? I knew that was gonna happen.
But what about the 8-part connecting variant covers by Arthur Adams? That'd be awesome.
Oh my God! Spider-Verse number 3 of 6. Wait, why is that 6 issues? But then Peter Porker, Spider-Ham is only 5.
We'll never know.
It's weird how they do that.
That's Spider, isn't it? The robot?
Yes, it's Spider. Spitter. Now, the next one.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Ghost Spider number 5. The second issue, as of right now, has not come out for Ghost Spider, but the first issue was not good at all. I was very upset with it. And they're doing the Jackal stuff, and it's pissing me off a lot. I'm really mad.
I thought this had the variant cover of one of them has the. Oh, it's down farther. It's Gwenpool is the variant cover.
Oh boy, Gwenpool, my favorite character. No, it's just the friggin' Jackal with all these clones. It's like you cannot get away from clones ever.
It's everywhere.
I don't understand. And I don't know why they keep doing this stupid stuff. Jesus. But I don't want to get annoyed anymore. Miles Morales Spider-Man 13. I'm trying to stay on that book, but it's kind of iffy for me right now. I did think the issue 10, which was like an oversized issue, was actually pretty good, and they introduced a new character called Ultimatum, which, spoilers, he's actually the Miles Morales of our universe. Or no.
616.
Of 616, even though Miles Morales proper is the 616 Miles because of the Secret Wars combining the universes.
So confused.
So that might be one of the reasons why I dropped the book, but who knows? We'll see. It's kind of dumb. I don't know what the Spider-Man Venom Double Trouble is, but nobody cares.
Looks like a kid's book.
Yeah, pretty much. Nobody cares about Amazing Spider-Man number 3, Amazing Mary Jane. It's
Mary Jane.
3.
She's the center of all the universe. What are you talking about?
Next, we have Spider-Man J.J. Abrams number 4. Listen,
5 at least.
Yeah. Listen, you'll see my review of the first issue. That'll be out.
What is that horrible variant cover?
That's the 2020 variant.
What does that mean?
That's Spider-Man 2020.
It's horrible. It looks like Spider-Man 1990.
He just needs some pouches.
Yeah, that's the only thing he's missing is pouches. I like you can see his belts. Hair. That's a classic.
Yeah.
What's with the gears on his knees?
Well, because Iron Man 2020
had gears on his
knees. Actually, yes.
Yeah.
It had that kind of like look aesthetic with the gears and stuff like that.
It's horrible.
So they're kind of doing like, because 2020 is next year.
Yeah.
So Iron Man 2020, which was introduced I think in the 90s or something,
will be is it something back? Yeah.
Yeah, will be happening next year.
I thought it was 2020 is all about cyberpunk. It should have been more cyberpunky. They missed the boat.
Black Cat #7, no one cares. Venom, no one cares. Spider-Man Velocity, nobody cares. Avengers, Iron Man, nobody cares. Black Widow, no one cares. King Thor, no one cares. Cap, no one cares. And Immortal Hulk, no one cares. Ooh, Savage Avengers, Conan fighting Doom.
That's pretty cool.
Coach, what do you think?
Yeah, nobody cares.
Conan hates wizards, but this holiday, he has to deal with both Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom. Ho, ho, holy shit. That's what it says.
Oh, Marvel.
It literally says, ho, ho, holy shit.
Well, it doesn't literally say that. It literally means that.
Can these three set aside their differences to deal with Cool and Goth, the name on the top of their naughty list? Lol, you get it, because, like, Christmas.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Now, what's going on there, Coach? Avengers #28. What is that, a brood Thor or something? Like, what is going on?
It looks like Groot.
Groot? Oh, no, it does say also Thor is a brood now.
Yeah.
A brood? What? Really?
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
I do like the Avengers book because it's like kind of like these short spurts of story arcs, you know what I mean? Instead of one interconnecting story, which I mean there is one, but like I like what they're doing with the book, or I like what at least Jason Aaron's doing with the book because he's writing it. And McGinnis, I do like his work.
Yeah, he's good. Good
I
artist,
really do. It's like a cartoony, realistic kind of thing. I do like it.
It's a very Marvel way classic cartoonist.
Yeah. Speaking
of art, I don't like though. Have you seen this cover of Jane Foster Valkyrie?
Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah, this art is terrible.
Yeah,
it's Mahmoud Asrar. He's like either like amazing or terrible. He's got no middle ground. He does Conan great, and then the X-Men stuff he did was horrible, and this looks horrible.
Look at Jane's eyes on the left.
Yeah, it's like what's going on there?
She's really tired.
I guess so, or her mother drank while she was pregnant. One of the two.
Hey man, that's a disease. Don't make fun of that.
If I can't make fun of diseased people, who can I make fun of, Coach?
I don't know.
Jack.
True.
Jane Foster looks like Jack.
Aww.
No, I'm kidding, Jack.
Nobody knows who Jack is.
I was expecting them Jack to come and be like, oh.
You can edit it in.
If you don't know Jack, shame on you.
So we got Captain Marvel, evil Captain Marvel.
No one cares about Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Gwenpool.
Gwenpool. No one cares about Gwenpool.
That's
Invaders.
The cosplay cover.
Invaders. It's the last issue, I think, of the Invaders book, and I definitely want to get this in trade because I didn't pick up the first issue, so I really want to get the series in trade because I mean that cover is really cool.
Yeah, it's like the new version of them. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, there's so much squeaking. I love it. But the Human Torch's right arm looks weird.
Yeah.
On the new version. It looks like really weird. I understand what it's doing. Like, it's back, but it looks very weird.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird foreshortening there.
I mean, you know what I do like, Rob? I love the noises. Anyway, Histories of the Marvel Universe. When you told me that they combined the two wars, what were they, the Vietnam and the Korean War, was it?
Yeah, that's right. This is
Yeah,
this book.
that was kind of stupid.
Yeah, I forgot it's this
So,
book.
yeah,
Mark
nobody
Wade.
cares.
Nobody's going to care about this, that's for sure.
Yeah, Magnificent Miss Marvel. I'm reading that, but it's okay. I might drop it. I don't know. That's last issue 7 was okay. Tony Stark Iron Man. There's a good shot. Look at the variant cover. That's a good shot of Iron Man 2020.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember those. Yeah, the gears on the shoulders. I remember that now.
Yeah.
It's not on his knees though.
I know. Unfortunate. I know. Missed opportunity. Black Panther number 19. When the hell are they getting out of the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda? Because this is the last story arc, and I want them out.
The final arc begins here.
I know.
How long is this final arc?
I know. Is it going to be like 20 issues? Like, I have the first story arc of Black Panther.
Are you still reading that? Because that was horrible.
No, I'm not. I wasn't reading. But I assume that Ta-Nehisi Coates is doing a Tom King, and it's like every single issue is its own, or it is like a part of the story. Like, you can't just jump on, you know?
Yeah, you have to read the whole thing, I'm sure.
It was horrible.
Agents of Wakanda you like, though, don't you?
I did. I did think the first issue was pretty good, and the last page reveal was awesome. Future Foundation, number 5. Apparently that book got canceled. Mad Lulz. Stupid. That book was horrible.
I think this is the final book, yeah.
That book was really, really bad. Agents of Atlas, Dad, it is your favorite.
Oh, it's so horrible.
You didn't like that one either?
It's just hard to read because it's like it's 400 different characters.
It's Greg Pak too. He's not a good writer. Stick to drawing there, Pak. He did a Weapon X when I dropped it.
Strike Force. That comes out this week. I'm hyped as all hell for that. I really am. That looks really cool. Blade, Winter Soldier, Wiccan for some reason, Angela, Spider-Woman.
Is that Wiccan? What's with the cosmic arm?
I think so. Don't know. Maybe that has to do with Incoming.
Yeah. Yeah, because his boyfriend's is the major part of that, maybe.
Yeah, well, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And Damien Hellstorm is in this.
That's good.
The weird thing is that they used the same font from the War of the Realms tie-ins for Strike Force. Like, the one-shot tie-ins, they were like Strike Force, like the war, or like the World of the Giants or whatever. It's the same font. Like, they didn't even try to change it.
It is written by T.J. Howard, though.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. I know. I just saw that.
Death's Head this week.
Yes.
Was weird.
It's not good.
It's really not good.
All of a sudden, once again, this is Wiccan's in it.
Yes. And she really likes Wiccan.
And they're making him out to be, he's so scared that he's going to turn evil and the stuff. Where'd that come from? It came from nowhere. His boyfriend's scared of him and all this stuff. It's like, what? Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
And the robots that knew your fear, and they could transform. Yeah, it's weird.
Yondu is getting a book. Coach, what do you think about Yondu getting a book?
It's all right.
It's by Zach Thompson and Lonnie Nadler. They're big on the history, so that at least it'll be well documented.
Yeah, keeping the continuity.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 12, as you can see the variant cover, we're getting a beautiful Beta Ray Bill 2020. Which looks
I see garbage. It. Yeah, that's stupid.
That looks like garbage.
Who drew that cover? That is horrible. That's the same guy drawing them all. That's why they all look horrible. Yeah, Tom Rainey.
Oh, God. Swordmaster, first issue was okay, but there's two stories going on in one book.
Yeah.
Arrow, I hear is like apparently like people really like it for some reason.
Well, I'm sure what is it from that video game or whatever?
Actually, no, she wasn't Arrow, I don't think was from the Future Fight game.
Oh,
she was from somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think Swordmaster and Arrow were both like anime Marvel characters, but then they just brought them here for some reason.
Involved with both of these ones too. So.
Oh my god, that means I will not get him.
Old Man Quill. It's the finale. I've been reading this series.
How is that series?
It's Old Man series. I like all the Old Man series, but it had a good. I won't spoil it if you ever want to read it, but there's some good twists and turns, and him facing off against Galactus, which it's all leading to. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And Galactus is pretty much a god now, and he has a whole church dedicated to him, and yeah.
Galactus is awesome. I really like Galactus.
So it's pretty fun.
Yeah. I that cover is really cool. I really like it.
Yeah, he's gonna get eaten.
Yeah, probably. But Galactus is awesome. I really like it. Runaways, no one cares. Daredevil, I'm hyped. Look at Elektra 2020.
At least she only has like a little bit of gears on her.
Yeah.
She's very shiny though.
Shiny.
Oh, this one's by a different person called Scan.
Yeah, thank God.
And that other cover though is like it looks like a piece of art. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. All the Daredevil covers have been sweet.
Are they? Yeah.
They really have been.
That's a really good series.
Yeah, that series is really cool. Conan the Barbarian. Apparently, this is the last issue of the life and death of Conan.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. I thought I thought that issue 9 was gonna be, and then I thought issue 10 was gonna be, but now it's at issue 12.
They keep dragging it along.
The sound of squeaking, Coach. It's so good. I mean, just adds.
I'm gonna come in there and hit you with my chair. So shut up.
It just adds. It adds to the aesthetic of the podcast.
At 12 issues, so it makes sense. They did a year of Conan.
Yeah, I guess, but
and same with Savage is 12 too.
Yes, Savage Sword Conan, which is really good. What else? Age of Conan, Valeria. This will be the final issue. Yeah. I wonder what other character they're going to do for Age of Conan. I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, they did both girls so far. I'm sure they'll do some guy next.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. The Age of Conan stuff might be like only women characters. I feel like that they'll probably do that for some reason.
I think they're running out though.
Yeah, that's true.
He hit the two big ones. Oh, did they do who's the pirate queen? That's not Bullet, is it? That's someone else.
Yeah, they did that. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew they did her, but I didn't know if she was the pirate queen. Is she who that is? Yeah.
Yeah, that's who she is.
Then a bunch of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, no one cares about the Star Wars stuff, and then the rest are graphic novels. So that's pretty much it. Let's talk about House of X5 because I want to get to that already.
Yeah. Getting tired.
Garbage. No one cares. Stop with the clones.
It is a clone saga. Coach, you just read it. It's pretty fresh in your mind. What do you think?
Yeah. They kill him off, but it's like, oh, we got a plan to bring him back. So
what's the point?
Yeah, what was the point? Like, I thought that, you know what? It's starting to get hard because the lines are blurred of which timeline you're in.
That, and it's every time I read it, I'm like, the X-Men are the bad guys here, right? Is it just me? They're doing very bad things. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird because they killed off Scott and basically the whole team that went to kill Master Mold.
Yeah.
Basically all went, and then I had to bring him back, but then it's jumping. It's almost like a Tarantino movie.
Yeah, and it's just the way he always has to explain every little detail of how everything works. It's like, I don't need to know exactly how this works. Just tell me that they're clones and some mutants can grow them from gold balls, right? Like,
right, from Krakoa.
Yeah, it's just a bit weird that all of a sudden gold balls was just a random character as a joke that he could shoot gold balls at him. So now all of a sudden they're eggs, and it's like, okay. And all these people have to work together, and Hope's powers don't work like that. All of a sudden her powers are to combine people. Before her powers were to steal people's powers. And now it's all of a sudden she can make people work together. I'm like, well, that's not how her powers work.
Yeah, and they need all 5 of them to make this happen.
It's like, well, okay. These people are going to be dead by the end of this series, I assume, since otherwise it's like, why should I care about the X-Men? They're never going to be in trouble. They could just die and come back anytime.
But here's one of my issues, is that what the hell is the overarching story?
Yeah, it seems like it's just a power fantasy for, like, Professor X.
It's really like there's nothing going on.
No, there's no threat. Every time there's a threat, they destroy it instantly. There's no... Yeah, you thought those early issues, you thought you were building up to, okay, there's going to be that master mold thing. Okay, that's going to be the threat. Or the humans rebelling against them, that's going to be the threat. But every time anything happens, they just either mind wipe people or send in a strike team to fix it. It's like, oh, okay. Like
I'm telling you... Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just going to say with that vote in the UN or whatever to make them official, where they were going to vote against him, and then Emma just changed all their minds. It's like, okay, that's pretty powerful. Like, they're the bad guys. Like, that's all it is. You can't just lie and cheat your way through life and be considered a good guy.
I feel like what's going to happen is it's going to end on a cliffhanger and be like, you got to read X-Men #1.
That's entirely possible.
I 100% think that because also written by Jonathan Hickman. And unfortunately, I have already decided that I'm getting the first issue. Just so I can make a video about talking about how stupid it is.
I hope that Hickman gets a little looser. He's a little too, like, regimented in his storytelling. Isn't a story. Like you say, there's no story there. It's just, hey, this happened, and then this happened, and this is how they did this, and then Here's 10 text pages to describe exactly how this works. It's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Coach, how are you feeling about this thing?
I like the very end when Apocalypse came through.
Yeah. Well, we already knew he was going to be a good guy, yeah.
Yeah, but no, when he came through, I don't know if he's going to be a good guy because it's like, it fits into what you were saying that the X-Men are the bad guys.
Yeah.
So what happens is he comes through and Wolverine's like, we're not going to have a problem. He goes, dude, I've been telling you guys to do this for years.
That's right. You're doing exactly what I wanted you to do, yeah.
Yeah, we got Magneto on board. Now we got, now you got me on board. So,
yeah.
It was actually a good scene at the end, And now what is his link to Krakoa?
In the Powers of 10 last issue or the issue before, he saved Krakoa and helped save Krakoa's other half. He stopped somebody from invading or something. He saved Krakoa back in the day. So, like you said, before mankind existed, pretty much.
This is also one of the issues that is highlighted in red in the back, and I feel like nothing happened in this issue.
They explained, I think it was supposed to be a big surprise, the cloning thing, but it was so obvious that it wasn't a surprise. Like, we predicted this a long time ago.
It was obvious in the first issue.
That's right. When we saw them coming over the eggs, we're like, oh, they're not really the X-Men? Yeah.
Which I didn't put 2 and 2 together just for the fact that I didn't want to put 2 and 2 together because I didn't want it to be clones.
But, like, when it was the last Powers, when they went to Sinister, it's like, okay, it's obviously clones. Like, if you go to Sinister, you're dealing with cloning, so... And the moment the X-Men died in the other series, in House 4, I think it was, I was like, oh, they're going to come back. You can't kill off those X-Men. It could have been a bunch of loser X-Men. I would have been like, okay, maybe, but you killed off all the A-listers.
Sinister is an idiot.
Well, yeah. Well, it's that crazy Sinister.
Acts like an idiot.
Yeah.
Which was dumb.
Yeah. I never liked Sinister, but I hate him even more now. So, yeah, where's this going to go? There's one issue left of each, I think, right? 5 and...
I think there's...
We've already got 5?
I think there has to be... No, I think there has to be Powers 5
next. Okay,
next.
so there's 2 Powers in one House, and it ends on a Powers, which I thought was weird. Because House is the main story, and Powers is kind of like this is what happens in the main story, so it's weird that it ends on a Powers.
Like I said in the beginning, House was now, Powers was in the future. I think it's going to be flipped by the end.
It'll move around. Yeah, it could be.
Like, Powers will be now, and then House will be in the future.
Yeah, it could be. But either way, it's not horrible, it's just not good. Like, I'm fine, I can't wait to the reboots, but it doesn't really matter to me. None of this matters to me.
I think I'm going to just wait until the next reboot after this.
Well, we'll see. They put a lot of their eggs in this basket, and I think it was a mistake. But we have to talk to people who aren't fans before. Like, that's why I'm excited to talk about Fabian or someone like that who hasn't read X-Men in a long time and started reading this and get what he thinks about it. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I know. I know he did say about this issue he was a little iffy about it.
Yeah.
So when this is all over, when the last issue comes out, I definitely want to have Phasia on just to talk to him about it, because that's, like you said, it's someone who hopefully won't have squeaking during the podcast. But also...
Well, that was me that time.
That was you that time?
I dropped something.
Well, you know what? Can I just say something? You guys are really screwing it. Anyway. Someone who, like you said, he just started reading it here, and he's hooked. But who knows? By the end, we'll see what happens.
Especially when it's going to be, what? How many? Is it 5 different series twice a month? So 10 comics a month? He won't keep up with that.
Well, I think it's 6.
Is it 6 series? So 12 issues a month?
Yeah, X-Men, Excalibur, New Mutants, Fallen Angels, Marauders, and X-Force.
Yeah.
So 6.
And if they're double shipping, I hope they're not double shipping. Maybe it's only for December because of the holidays. But, man,
I hope
that's a lot of comic books.
Jesus.
Well, actually, we could figure it out. What was that, 3 and 4? And that makes sense. October would be 1, November will be 2, and 3 and 4 would be probably because of the holidays that they're going to put 2 issues out in December.
Yeah.
Double ship in December and miss their first week in January or whatever. Anyways, we'll see. Hopefully it's not double shipping, because that's just too much for a new reader to keep up with. 6 issues is too much. They should have rebooted with 1 or 2 issues, not 6.
Yeah.
Too many series. Like, it's great for me. I am excited, but for a new reader who may have gotten hooked by House of X, I think it's too much. Especially if you have to read them all. Maybe they'll be so separate that you won't have to read them all, but we'll have to see.
I mean, if you really liked Powers and House of X, which I don't know why you would, but if you did, then you might be like, oh, I want to read all the X-Men books now. I'm 100% hooked now.
Yeah.
Wait, what? There's 12 books I have to read in 1 month?
Yeah. That seems overwhelming to me.
Yeah.
Start off with 1 or 2 books, and then expand up from there, but to jump out with 6 right off the bat, that hurts. It gets right into the problem that all the people who don't read X-Men make fun of X-Men for having so many books. And I think that's a mistake when you're trying to reboot it.
Yeah.
There's not like 30 Avengers books. There's probably like 4 actual Avengers books.
I think there are only 2.
Is it just Avengers and Savage Avengers? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so there you go. When Avengers is your number 1 book, and it doesn't have 80 books.
But then if you want to count, Agents of Wakanda, which is the spin-off from the Avengers book, and then Strike Force is technically also kind of like a spin-off just because it's with Blade.
That's I'm hoping these X-Men ones are so separate that they're like that, where you don't have to read them if you don't want to.
Yeah,
that'd be alright.
They should have just done X-Men, X-Force, New Mutants, like Marauders and Fallen Angels. Why?
Yeah, definitely those two. Excalibur seems a little weird.
Yeah, but you could have maybe kept Excalibur, but still, it's...
Or do it like they used to do. Excalibur was so separate from the X-Men, it had nothing to do with the X-Men books. It was barely an X book. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited.
Coach, what is your opinion on these stupid ass X-Men books?
I've been enjoying it. The last one, was a little confusing. The clone thing, I'm not too crazy about.
That's the issue. I have too. Yeah.
Now, because all these X-Men books are coming out and they are all number 1s, does that mean we have to get them?
Yes.
Of course. Well, that's the rule,
Yeah, well, that is the rule.
And when it comes to X-Men, you always have to get everyone. So.
That is but then, what is X Corner then?
Oh, you can just do X Corner. I'll retire. I'll give it to you.
Well, that's because you're retiring after episode 100. Anyway, I think that's it. Anything else to add, guys?
I think that's it.
Is there anything else we can talk about or no?
No, I have to go to sleep.
We all have to go to sleep. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode of the Superhero Crew Podcast. Like I said before, all articles will be linked in the description that we talk about in this episode. Let us know what you think down in the comments below, because I want to have the discussion down there with you guys. I want to know what you guys think about X-Men and all that garbage and whatnot that's out now. And, yeah, give us your opinions down in the comments below. And that's pretty much it. So we will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye. Coach, you're supposed to say bye-bye.
Goodbye.
And then now, Rob, you say bye-bye again so you get the last word.
Bye-bye.